Okay, how's everybody doing today? Of course, my name is Kent. Channel is Bitcoin Believer, and I want to come on this morning because I think it's important to do live videos, simply because the market is changing so fast, and there's so much going on, and it's real easy to get dated information. So when I go on the YouTube and I'm looking for stuff about Bitcoin, I don't know if it's a couple days old, and 3 days ago we were at 38,000, almost 38,000. Today we're at 35,000, a little over 35,000. So that's a $3,000 swing. And when you don't see that, we don't have somebody that's giving you current information all the time, that's a little bit scary. When you got $3,000 drops, actually not quite $3,000, pretty close to $3,000. So what I want to do is I want to try to be a little bit more current with my information. So today we've got a little bit of a drop. I think it's it's down 3.9%, but it's really not dropped that much in comparison to how much it's gone up here recently. So in my mind, and I've seen a lot of posts about this, it's probably a buying opportunity. Buy on the dip, and then we know we're in a little bit of a bull run here. We know we've got the halving coming up. We know that there's big financial problems. We know that either deflation or inflation is going to take over. We know people are looking for stable places to put money. We know that there's a government shutdown coming up pretty quickly, and we've got a new Speaker of the House. We have no idea how they're going to handle that. And the guy is sounds like he's pretty fiscally conservative. So they're asking for a lot of money for Ukraine. They're asking for a lot of money from Israel. They're asking for a lot of money, and they've already given billions of money away for these kind of projects for Ukraine and for Israel. So where we're at, I don't know. But there is so many features of Bitcoin that are stable. And I think that's what a lot of people are thinking right now, stability. We don't know interest rates are going up. We don't know if interest rates are going down. We don't know if they're going to solve this debt problem they have, how the Speaker of the House, new Speaker of the House, is going to handle all this stuff. So there's a lot of things in play here. And this is why I think that Bitcoin is a real stable part of the, it should be a part of your portfolio. We know that there's only 21 million Bitcoin ever mined. We know that during halvings, which is coming up real early next year, I think March, April next year, we know that the Bitcoin usually goes up during that period of time because the rewards for the rewards for mining go down. So they're cut in half. So yeah, we got some pretty interesting things going on. But Bitcoin's been up as high as 60,000. I think what's the max on Bitcoin? Bitcoin's been up almost to 61,000, 60,000, 63, 64,000 looks like, right around the high. So we're still, way off of highs. So in as much run up as we've had here recently, I think in the last 30 days, we've gone from 27,000, a little under 27,000, right around 27,000, to even 35,000 in the last 30 days, last month. So that's a pretty huge run up. So I would say Bitcoin is definitely on the right trajectory. So you just have to kind of play it by, you have to kind of play it by feel, or kind of have your intuition about it. And what I think right now is that it's going to go higher. I see 40,000 pretty quickly, probably 45,000. And we're still going to be off highs, way off highs. So we got a lot of things going on right now. And this is maybe a buying opportunity if you stay track. And, I guess some people don't like to look at this stuff every day. For me, I look at it every day just because I been in the crypto market long enough, and it's interesting to me, and it's entertaining. It's not like watching a flatline stock. This is pretty entertaining stuff to see how much it goes up and down each day. And it is kind of fun when you buy it at 34,000 and a day later it's at 37,000. That's kind of fun. Especially if you buy a Bitcoin. I mean, you're up $3,000 or $4,000 in a day. I don't know where else you're going to do that. I don't know where else you're going to get those kind of fun. I remember a long time ago buying an IRA, and I think over the course of 4 years, it went up even $2,500 in an IRA. Because I think that was the maximum amount you could put in. And about 4 years later, I was up $400. So like $100 a year. So this stuff goes around fast. And it's almost like we're in high stakes poker games right now because everybody's all in and nobody wants to see these slow returns, because the economy is set up right now so that everything's you've got to have a lot of return in order to keep up with the rate of inflation and to keep up with how things how expensive things are getting and how much everything costs. And you can't just sit here and wait for 4% or 5% on your money. It just isn't working. So that's why you got to go for these things like Bitcoin. And it's like I say, it's one of the safest things you can do right now, simply because it's certainly more stable than a lot of other things you can invest in right now, treasuries or the stock market or even high tech stocks. High tech stocks might be topped out right now. Let's see what the Nasdaq's doing. Let's see what the stock market's doing. So anything big going on here? I don't know. What's the Dow doing? Dow. See, that's right. That's probably why Bitcoin's going down, because the Dow is rallying more than 500 points. Dow rallies more than 500 points on tame inflation report. They're starting to build the narrative maybe that the interest rates can come down. So of course, yeah, that's what they're doing. Stock rallies Tuesday, building on their strong November gains as Wall Street cheers the new inflation data that raises hopes of Federal wrapping up its rate hiking campaign. The Dow Jones Industrial jumped 573 or anything. So yeah, that's probably why Bitcoin's taking a little bit of a dive. But then again, if they lower interest rates, that's good for Bitcoin, and if they raise interest rates, that's good for Bitcoin. So either way, Bitcoin wins out on this thing. But yeah, whenever there's activity in the market. But let's see how much is it's up 500 points. But where's the overall trend going on? I used to follow the stock market every day. Now I very rarely follow the stock market. So they're just giving you individual stocks here. Let's see what the overall market's doing. The Dow Jones Industrial Average. Let's see what that's doing. So we got the 34,890. Yeah, it's up. Yeah, it's taking a big rise here. Let me see if this is. Let's go. That's 1 year. Let's go 1 month. Yeah, it's took a pretty good jump here in the last. Let's go 1 day. Yeah, see, it's pretty flat on 1 day. So anyway, so this is buying opportunity for Bitcoin. And you got to stay, and of course, you got to pop up on this thing. You got to stay fluid, got to stay involved, and got to stay current. So that's what I like to do: keep people current with what's going on in the market. So we'll talk, and I don't have a comments going right now, but I am going to make it so people can actually participate. So I hear what you say too. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.